The middle of the real estate market looks very much like the entirety of Routt County. Higher prices and sales compared to last year, but trending down from the months prior. Tight supply and strong demand. Though there are some indicators which buck the overall trend. Hi, this is John James with the James team at RE/MAX Partners. And this is the Steamboat market update for the month of October 2021 in the $750,000 to $2 million price range. And yes, the middle of the market is similar to the overall market, but some items do give me hope. So let's dive in and we will see. Beginning with the median sales price, it climbed 5.5% over last year's price of $1,065,000. The price is now $1.125 million. And much of this can be contributed to the high demand, as we will see later. The number of homes sold in October rose to 391, which is 25% more than last year's 312. However, just like the rest of Routt County, we saw another decrease month over month, though not nearly as severe as the one we saw in August. And of course, when those two indicators are up, the total dollar volume increases as well. The transactions totaled $463,881,297. That's 29% over the $360 million last October. That tapered off from the previous month, but not by much. And I had mentioned that demand was high, and you could see it in the price. You can also see it in days on market. That has reached a grand total of 8. That's 82% drop off from the median of 44 days homes spent on the market last year. Now, month supply, you will remember, is how long it would take to sell off the remaining homes in that segment. For the middle of the market, it would only take 1.7 months. Compare that to last October, and it has dropped off 73% from the 6.3 months, which is pretty close to a balanced market then. The active listings over the month, they have dropped as well, where we saw 132 actively on the market at any time in October 2020. It has now dropped to 60. That's a decrease of 54%. But some solace is that new listings are up from last year, which bucks the trend in Steamboat. At 441 new listings, that's 15% higher, though we have seen the number stagnate a bit month to month. List price was starting price for at least half of the homes sold in October, as the sales to list price ratio was again at 100%. Last year, that was 2.5 points lower. And wow, 31% was the increase in price per square foot. What was once $399 a foot now sells at $522. And price reductions were up on a monthly and yearly basis. Last year, there were only 14 price reductions in this segment. In May, there were only 5. Now we saw 23. And more sellers are seeing they can't just put an extravagant price on their listing and just get what they want. Wrapping up our pending listings. They're up 13% from last year, from 370 to 419. But looking back recently, pendings have dropped over the course of the last 4 months. At some point, I expect us to go back to the numbers seasonally adjusting, and I won't have to look at the month over month. But I think we'll have to wait to see whether the drop-off over these last few months is just a correction or it keeps going. So stay tuned. You should know how to reach me by now. 970-846-0797. John James at jamesteamsteamboat.com, or leave a comment in the video. If you're wondering, I'm here in Keystone doing some fall training for snowboard and kids. As you know, I love to do that. I'll do one more video down here, and I'll be back to Steamboat. Until then, take care.